What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Main Deck Monday. Today we're going to review the Houndoom Bunnelby meal deck. And I know we haven't covered a meal deck in a long time. I think the last one competitively was Whaler, but Houndoom does have a really good shot in this format right now. I know this past weekend was Orlando Regionals. I know I'm a little bit late to cover Houndoom, but we're going to see what this deck is about and is it good or not. So Houndoom has 170 HP and has the attack Melting Horn, which is what we're going to use. It discards top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, which is fantastic. Now, it does have Grand Flame. It does 50, a Dutch of Fire Tree from your hand, from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. It's okay. We're not really using that. We're going to use Melting Horn to try to get rid of all my opponent's cards in their deck and win that way. That is the goal. Now, you still play Bunnelby with the Burrow, discard top card of your opponent's deck, because what you can do is you can use Houndoom twice, then Bunnelby, and your opponent down to 1, and then use Houndoom again. Like, even if the 1, like, seems bad, like, a counter, like, it counters to what you're trying to do, but if you end them down to 1 and then Houndoom, you can discard stuff they have in their hand, which is, what they're trying to draw to, which is fantastic. And then you can maybe delinquent them later on to discard those hands, discard the cards in their hand as well, which is great as well. So Bunnelby is a great non-EX attacker that can help you make your opponent play the 7th prize game. And we do play one Shaymin as well, which I'm actually consider cutting, but it's still good if you don't have any cards in your hand, which is fantastic. Now we play 4 Crushing Hammer. Flip a coin of heads, discard energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon, because, we're trying to disrupt our opponent as much. So we're trying to make it not attack us, make him in a bad position, just win that way. 3 Enhanced Hammer, which is fantastic right now. Almost every deck plays DCE, so that can just discard a special energy. Now, I know there's ways to counter these, like there's the special charge and energy retrieval and stuff like that. Super Rod to get back your basic energies, but still they have to use resources to get that back into your deck, which is great for you. Now we play 4 Max Potions. Now Max Potion says heal all damage from one of your Pokemon, then discard all energy attached to that Pokemon. So if they do not one-shot your Houndoom-EX, you can just heal it back up and be a-okay, which I think is fantastic. Now we play 4 Puzzle Time, which you can reuse any 2 cards in your deck. Any 2 cards in your discard pile if you have 2 in your hand, which is great because for the most part, you're kind of just sitting there, like, once you get a Houndoom with a Fire G start going, you kind of just sit there, not really play too much in your hand, let the Puzzle Time stack in your hand, and then you can reuse, like, Max Potions, whatever you want to, which I think is fantastic. Now we play 4 Trainers Mail, look at the top cards of your deck, grab a trainer card in there and use it, which can get you, like, the, mainly, like, you're trying to dig for Puzzle Times, but it can get you Max Potions and Crushing Hammer, stuff like that. 3 Ultra Ball, getting one Pokemon in your deck. 4 VS Seeker, to reuse any supporter card. Now we play 1 Delinquent, discarding a standard card to play. If you do, your opponent discard 3 cards from their hand. Like I said earlier, if your opponent has a low hand size, you can delinquent them, put down to 0, and now they're in a bad situation, which is fantastic. 2 Lysandre, bring a Pokemon to the bench. 2 in, 4 Sycamore, 2 Team Flare Grunt, discard energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. 3 Team Rocket's Handiwork, which is going to be our MVP of this deck. Flip 2 coins, free chance to discard 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. So not only do we have Houndoom and Bunnelby discarding cards, we also have Team Rocket's Handiwork, which is fantastic. 3 Silent Lab, each base Pokemon to play in each player's hand. Each player discard pile has no abilities, which can help you counter Shaymin. It can also help you counter like other abilities as well, which is fantastic. Now, what you could do is play Parallel City to put your opponent down to a low bench size, but I went with Silent Lab just in case the opponent does have a Shaymin. You can like shut that down and make it in a bad position. Now we play 3 Assault Vest, and this is fantastic. Like I said earlier, most decks can play Special Energy, and if this card is attached to one of your Pokemon, and is damaged by a Pokemon that has special energy attached to it, that is reduced by 40 damage. So it kind of makes Houndoom have like 210 HP and kind of a tank. And with Max Potions, it kind of makes it where it doesn't ever get knocked out, which is fantastic. And 7 Fire Energies. Now, one card I wish I kind of had in this deck was a Super Rod. And you'll see why in the video I talk about that. I do unfortunately run out of Fire Energies in one game, but don't worry, it's still a fantastic game. I promise, guys. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Now, the one downside about Puzzle Time, and I will say this about Puzzle Time, is if you prize a Puzzle Time, it does make it kind of more useless. You can't use it full effect, blah, 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 but I think it's still worth in the deck. I know I've seen a bunch of lists, and they do not play Puzzle Time. I think Puzzle Time is very much needed in the deck. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching the deck breakdown. Hopefully you ever had a great time in Orlando. I had a lot of fun this weekend. I hope you all did too as well. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, putting against Agoromo Sand, playing a fighting and a colors deck. Now the only thing that could be downside to this, if my opponent is playing the Carbink Break, that could be really bad because they can keep reusing their energies over and over again, put it back on the field. But actually, what's going to happen, guys? Alright, so we get a mulligan. We'll press done, get a new hand of 7 points, can realize they're playing a fire. Team Rocket's Handiwork. I don't know. Why did I say tricky work? I don't know. Alright, so let's see. What does my opponent have? He all looks like they will get a mulligan, press done, and get. Oh, is this Groudon? That could be really bad. Alright, so there's a Houndoom, Crushing Hammer, alright, so put down Houndoom, Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, we'll press done, and let's start the party, guys! So, let's see, is my opponent playing Groudon, or are they playing like a Zygarde deck? That could be a thing as well they could be doing. But regardless, we got Sycamore, we're just looking for some fire energies. There is a Talon Flame, okay, so, oh, it must be Garchomp, that's what I'm thinking is actually. Yep, there's Gibble, so it's going to be Garchomp versus Houndoom Mill, sorry, hiccup there. Garchomp has been getting a lot of hype over the past couple weeks. I know PTCGO Radio did a big thing about it, and then I think some other people has as well. There's a Faded Down coming down. We don't care about too much about that. To pass on to our turn. All right, so we get a Lysandre. I think what I'll do right now is just pass onto my opponent's turn. We're gonna put down Bunnelby just in case my opponent like crazy. There's no way they can knock us out next turn. So to my opponent's turn, let's see what's gonna happen. Now I don't think Garchomp can actually one-shot a Houndoom unless he double strong energy. I think it does 120. It might do one. I think it does 120 if I remember correctly. I can't remember right now what Garchomp does, but it's gonna be a slow game. My opponent's probably gonna like be really conservative, like keep the cards in hand kind of stuff. There's a rare candy. Okay, now we're gonna find out what Garchomp does. Alright, so Garchomp does 80 plus 80, so 160. But with a strong, so they need double strong energy to do 200. But even then, that's not a knock on a fighting through a Garchomp. So Burst will go into the active. We're actually never do damage to the Garchomp. Alright, so that's fantastic. Turbo Assault could do some damage this turn. I fight you go into the active, okay? Alright, guys. So we'll see Turbo Assault do 60 damage. Alright, and what we could do is just like Crushing Hammer. If we don't get heads, we can just Team Flare Gun. It'd be okay that way. So in our turn, we get a Ultra Ball. Alright, so Crushing Hammer. Try and discard the. Okay, there we go. Discard that guy. And I think we're going to Sycamore right now. And just try to go for a Melting Horn. Alright, so let's see, can we find it or not? There's a Max Potion and no Fire Energy. Alright, so I guess we'll just pass on to our opponent's turn. Yep. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, discard that Burst Balloon. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to draw a card, and now they can use Turbo Assault, attach energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So they could constantly just attach energy to Garchomp, which is very smart, and that's what they should do. Let's see, what does my opponent do that or not? Can they find another energy? There's a V-Seeker for Sycamore? Are they really playing another Sycamore? Are you kidding me? Alright, so Sycamore discard their hand, draw 7 new cards. They had it in, but they're deciding to play crazy right now. There's strong energy going to the active, okay? Burst will go to the active as well. And a Turbo Assault for a 80 damage. And let's see, where does that fighting energy go? Does it go to the active or the bench? Let's see, does my point? Okay, yep, going to the active. That's a smart play. So on our turn, we get a Ultra Ball. So we'll Max Potion, heal the active. We will Trainers Mail. Grab an Assault Vest. Okay, so that's a great card to have. Let's put Assault Vest down to the active. Will Lysandre bring up this guy? And just pass. Yeah, so pass onto your opponent's turn, okay. I know it seems crazy, but I think that's the best play. He did put down the Pokemon now, which is great. Now what he could do is Energy Retreat, go with Garchomp for Turbo Assault that way. Okay, alright. I guess we could wait via Seeker for Team Flare Gun, discard the Strong Energy, but I think we're okay with that way. Ultra Ball discards 2 Talon Flame, most likely going to get a Garchomp out. Yep, there's a Garchomp, okay. But he does not have any energies in his discard pile, so there's Garchomp coming down, okay. Wait, Garchomp has free retreat. That's amazing. Okay, I did not know that. But Sycamore, discard their hand, draw 70 cards. Again, 20 cards left in my opponent's deck. They are playing really aggressive. Another Gibble hit the field as well. Okay, alright. So, I mean, I'm fine with this play. Alright, so he might say the Garchomp use the Turbo Bite Out for 180 damage. No, actually, it's 120 thanks to Assault Vest doing the minus 40. Man, we might even win a game without using Melting Horn once, which was fantastic. My opponent's he's playing it just wrong. He should be slowly just waiting, power up one Garchomp, put like a ton of energy on it, and win that way, like keep just like Assault, just keep using the Turbo Assault to move energies back into this guy, just have a ton of energy on this guy, and then start using Bite Off. But he is playing it wrong right now. But this all could change within a couple turns. So I'm finally going to the bench. Garchomp, alright, so Bite Off for 120, like I said, yeah, 140, sorry. So on our turn, we get a Puzzle of Time, so double Puzzle of Time. Yes, we'll put 2 cards in your discard pile back into your hand. We're going to have a Max Potion and an Enhanced Hammer. There we go, guys. So we'll Max Potion the active. Alright, we'll Enhanced Hammer, discard that Strong Energy. Okay, so Enhanced Hammer, discard the Strong Energy, we'll Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball and Ultra Ball. With this, we'll get another Houndoom out. And then we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Alright, so things are going fantastic right now. We'll via Seeker for Sycamore, draw a new hand of 7. We could maybe Lysandre to bring up the Gibble, but they have no cards left in our hand. So Sycamore. We're looking for a Fire Energy. Finally, okay, nope, no Fire Energy still. Do we not have any Fire Energies in this deck? I thought we did, but I guess we might not. Alright, so we'll Assault Vest this guy. And we'll press stun onto our opponent's turn, okay. Alright, and what we can do next turn is maybe Max Potion Team Rock's Handiwork, trying to discard a bunch of cards out of our opponent's deck. Can we find a Fire Energy or not? Do we prize like all of our Fire Energies? This could be a possibility as well. That'd be a terrible possibility. So Burst Balloon going to the active. Once again, we don't care about that. Alright, and there's a Strong Energy going to the active. So if he should Turbo Assault, attaching the Strong Energy to this guy. That's the correct play to do. But let's see, will my opponent do that? There's a Hex-Maniac shutting down abilities. We don't care about that really. We don't have any abilities. Alright, so Bite Off. Another Bite Off. Yeah, that's not the correct play. So on our turn, we get a Team Rocket's Handiwork. So Max Potion. Discard Max Potion the active. We'll Team Rocket's Handiwork. Or what we could do is Delinquent. Yeah, let's actually go for Delinquent right now. Discard that Faded Talent. Opponent has to discard all 3 cards in his hand, which might be very, very useful cards. Alright, Talent Flame in and Ultra Ball. Alright, so yeah, we'll press stun onto my opponent's turn. That first one being discarded. My opponent has 18 cards left in deck. They have to take 6 prize cards. Alright, guys, but can we please find find something that's 140 damage onto our turn? Do we have an in here? We do not. Alright, there's a Houndoom, Team Flare Grunt. Alright, so what we could do is we can Team Flare Gun, discard the Fighting Energy. Alright. And then we'll pass onto our opponent's turn, okay? So, yeah, I think that's a weird play, but it might work. I mean, it buys us another turn. I mean, it's probably, okay, so Turbo Assault, not going to knock us, only doing 40 damage. Oh, actually, what the heck? 60, oh, 80, I did the math wrong. Duh, silly squeaky. Alright, so I'm going to put energy probably onto the active. Okay, that was me being dumb. So, Strong Energy on that guy, okay? We're putting on 4 prize cards. We'll set up Houndoom. And can we please find a Fire Energy? That'd be fantastic. So on our turn, we get a Team Rocket's Handiwork. Tez and a Tails. Alright, so discard Guard Sharp and an in. We'll press stun onto my opponent's turn. Okay. So going out of 14 cards with Team Rocket's Handiwork. Can we please? I just can't believe we haven't found a Fire Energy. That's the crazy part about all of this. Alright, now Bite Off we'll do 160, 180, 200 minus 40 is 160. So if he has another Strong Energy, he can take a knockout right now. And unless he doesn't want to have that, there's a Burst Balloon going down. We don't care about that really. Sycamore going to discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. Can they find? Oh man, can they find another Strong Energy or not? That's the question right now, guys. Unless does he have another Strong Energy? If he does, he'll take a knockout this turn. And nope, just Bite Off for 160 damage. He did whiff the knockout. All right, so on our turn. We finally get a Fire Energy. Thank you, Pokemon. Alright, so Max Potion, discard, or heal the active, okay. We'll go for Team Rocket's Handiwork. Come on, double heads. Alright, so we discard 2. There's a Strong Energy being discarded. Put a Fire Energy in the active, and we'll go for a Melting Horn. Discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. Put him down to 3, so 1 and 2. Discards double via Seeker. Oh my goodness, 3 via Seekers are the discard pile, as well as 2 ends. And let's see, can my opponent find a Strong Energy or not? There's 1 in the discard pile, which that is fantastic for us. There's an Echo Arm, shuffle 3, combination of tool cards back into their deck. Alright, so that will buy them just a little bit of time. So 3 Burst Balloons going back in there. Okie dokie. How many Max Potions have we played? 3 Max Potions. There's a Strong Energy going to the active, and they'll take a knockout this turn, going down to 2 prize cards. Alright, guys. So I'm going to via Seeker for Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, hoping to hit the other Bunnelby. I think it's in. Wait, do we play? I'm gonna play 1 Bunnelby. Alright, so we do 180 damage, okay. One going down to 2 prize cards. We'll set up Bunnelby. And let's see what happens. On to our turn, we get a Crushing Hammer. Of course, we'll play that. Heads, we'll discard a Strong Energy. Put down Houndoom, and we'll via Seeker for a Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Let's see what can we find with the Sycamore. Give me something good, Pokemon! Alright, there's a Assault Vest on this guy, so he cannot take a knockout on this guy. Fire Energy the active, and he'll go for the double Burrow. So we'll discard top card of our opponent's deck. So there is a Burst Balloon, and we'll discard top card of our opponent's deck again. Okay, there we go. So, Gibble will be a discard. Onto our opponent's turn, they have 2 cards left. If they do not play an in, they will lose next turn by using a Melting Horn. But only 3 V Seekers have been played. and one in. Let's see, what does my opponent have here, guys? That's the question. I mean, he knocks it out with Turbo Assault. So what he should do is Turbo Assault to knock out the active, put a strong energy in this guy to win the game the following turn. And let's see, will my opponent do that or not? That's the question. Oh man. All right, but we have a Fire Energy. We have Team Rocket's Handiwork in down to 2. That would be terrible. But we'll have to see. It's in my opponent's hand. You have a V-Seeker or not? Alright, there's an 8. Oh no, he's going to 2 press cards. No, are you kidding me? Alright, so he's going to have 8 cards left in his deck. Oh no, guys, this is terrible. Alright, so there's, okay, so Crushing Hammer. Alright, so there's Turbo Assault. Going to attach a strong energy to that guy. Okay, there's, yeah, we do play another Bunnelby. I don't know why. I was like, we only played one Bunnelby. Alright, but we played another one. So strong energy going to the active. Alright, guys, so we have to find a way to discard energy off that guy so he cannot win next turn. So on our turn, we get a Fire Energy. So Crush Hammer, come on, heads, and it's a heads. We'll discard a strong energy off that guy. We will Fire Energy the active, play a Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, and there's an Enhanced Hammer as well. Alright, so what Enhanced, oh, do we hold on to this guy? Yes, so I think we Enhanced Hammer here. Yeah, with Enhanced Hammer, discard the strong energy as well. And we'll go for the Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. So they're going to go down to 6 cards. Alright, so Via Seeker and a Fighting. Okay, so 5 cards left for my opponent. And what they could do next turn. Oh, man. Maybe we should have held into the Enhanced Hammer. I mean, if we need to have like a Max Potion. That's the key thing right now. So he's going to Turbo Assault, put 2 strong energies back into this guy's Turbo Assault. Okay. Alright, so it's going to come down to flips right here, guys. Team Rocket's Handiwork. If you flip 2 heads right now, we win the game. So strong energy. Okay, healing attach. Okay, so 1 energy. Okay. All right. So Team Rocket's Handiwork, right? We have to go for it. Bite Off will knock us out 8. Wait, 8. 60, 80, 200 minus 40, 180. Ooh, yeah. So we have to. Do we YOLO? Do we YOLO? We could end, but that's really bad. Double Team Rocket's Handiwork. Let's go for it, guys. Come on, double heads. 1 and 2 heads. Oh my goodness, we did it, guys. We'll Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck, and we'll win that double heads, though. Oh my goodness, guys. And there you go. Houndoom Bunnelby taking down the Garchomp deck. We flipped double heads on that Team Rocket. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? How did that just happen? That was amazing. Oh my goodness. I was like, all right, we have to flip double heads here or we lose. Because he's going to turbo or bite out for the knockout. Because it would have done 160, 180, 200 minus 40, which is 160. And we would have lost that game. But oh my goodness. Let's look at stats real quick. We flipped 7 heads and 3 tails, guys. But there we go. We'll see one more game with this deck here in a second. And hopefully it's another exciting game. All right. Alright, putting his Hin Machado playing, looks like a Mega Mewtwo deck if I had to take a guess. Like I saw Psychic, I saw some other stuff, which I think Mega Mewtwo is a great matchup for us. So we won the coin, we'll be able to go first, which is great. Yes, I would like to go first, Pokemon. Alright, so on our turn. The good thing about this is our opponent cannot attack on the first turn. Hopefully, we can find a Fire Energy earlier than in the last game. So send up Bunnelby, which we could just start borrowing from the start, which is fine with me. We'll probably go for Team Rocket's Handiwork, just start discarding cards from the start, which I think is great. Alright, so Sizzle 8, so Mega Sizzle deck, which is even like better because they cannot one-shot our Garchomps, which is fantastic. So we're gonna Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore, and a discard a Shaymin and Sycamore, which I know it seems crazy, but with this, we're going to grab a Houndoom. Now, Houndoom could maybe knock out Scizor if we want to be that aggressive. We'll put down Houndoom. We'll use Team Rocket's Handiwork. Let's see how many heads we flip. There's a Tails and heads. All right, so discard 2, Paralysinium, Scissorlink, Mega Scissorlink being discarded. Put down Silent Lab, and we'll just press done onto our opponent's turn, okay? So we might just sit here, just wait it out, let Scizor get powered up. But like I said, Scizor cannot one-shot our Houndooms, which is fantastic. They have to 2-shot it, so managing onto the active. Steel Wing only does 20, so he actually didn't attack at all. So top deck Team Rocket's Handiwork, fantastic. So heads and heads, oh my goodness. All right, so press done onto our opponent's turn. All right, so they're gonna draw a card. 39 cards left from opponent already. Man, we flipped 2 heads. We are the monster flipping heads with Team Rocket's Handiwork. Maybe this was the play for regionals. Alright, so let's see, what does my opponent do here? It's not looking great already. We discard a Scizor, Metal Energy. There's a Energy going to the active. Floodstone. Okay. Retreat to that guy, and will we see just a pass? Yeah, pass onto our turn, which I think is fantastic. And he'll play an in, giving the boats a new hand of 6. I wonder why he passed and not just attacked. So there's a Enhanced Hammer, and oh my goodness, guys. We could be really mean right now if we flip double, if we get rid of all these energies. So Enhanced Hammer, discard that guy. Crushing Hammer. Tails, we'll put an energy on the active, and we'll go for the double Burrow. So Burrow, discard 1. We discard a town map. Burrow, discard another. We discard a VS Seeker. Okay, so we discarded one VS Seeker, went in. Our opponent's going to draw a card, and things are looking fantastic for us from the start. Now, opponent can maybe Gale Thrust for the knockout this turn, which is fine. We can put a Fire Engine Houndoom and start using Melting Horn. We have Max Potion, like I said. They can't one-shot us ever. There's a Lysandre. Bring up the Houndoom, which I think is okay. We have a Max Potion already, so we're just going to kill the Houndoom, Fire Energies, and go for Melting Horn. Start discarding the cards out of my opponent's deck, okay? Alright, so 32 cards left opponent. There's a Mega Scissor coming. Just a pass? Alright, so I'm fine with this as well. So there's a Houndoom. We'll put a Fire Engine in the active. Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. So we'll discard a Ultra Ball and a Love Ball. Alright, so my opponent's turn, they have 30 cards left. We have another Houndoom. They cannot take a knockout. We have a Max Potion already. There's a Garbodor coming online, which don't... Oh, man, they don't have a Flowstone. We've already discarded. They already played 2 Flowstones, and they don't have another one. That Garbodor could be stuck in the act spot. So pass onto our turn. We get a VS Seeker. Okay. Do we have VS Seeker for Team Rocket's Handiwork? No, we're just VS Seeker. We're just Melting Horn. Keep discarding cards off by the top card of opponent's deck. So we discard a Garbodor and an Ultra Ball. Okay. I guess my opponent is just probably trying to play like really conservative. Doesn't really do much. I don't know what they're doing. Like they could just be like Steel Wing, Steel Wing, Steel Wing, Steel Wing. But they're actually not doing that. Okay. I'm so confused, but I mean, whatever, I'll take it, right, guys? I had to pass onto our turn, alright? So we'll go for another Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck, and now we're pretty much set. Like, we have Max Potion, Fire Energy, we just discarded a Super Rod, we discarded a Magearna, I think. Yeah, discarded a Magearna, and things are looking fantastic for us, and I'm pretty sure we're going to win this game. There's a Mega Turbo going to that guy, okay. And we might see an Iron Crusher right now, if they want to do that. We have Max Potion and Fire Energy. There's a Metal Energy, so he will go for an Iron Crusher. But like I said, it would not knock us out. So Iron Crusher for 120. But we got a Max Potion, we got a Fire Energy, and our opponent is just playing like really conservative. They really don't want to play their cards as of right now. So on our turn, we get a Sycamore. So we'll put down Houndoom. We will Max Potion the active. Fire Energy, Silent Lab, VS Seeker for a Team Rocket's Handiwork. And let's see what can we get with these. Hopefully another double heads. Come on, Team Rocket's Handiwork. Tails and heads. Alright, so discarded 2 more. Ultra Ball and Trainers Mail being discarded. Go for another Melting Horn. Discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. We discard a VS Seeker and a Professor Sycamore. That's 2 VS Seekers discarded so far and 1 in. Alright, so things are looking fantastic for us, guys. 19 cards left for my opponent. And there's another Iron Crusher for 120 damage. Discarding that Silent Lab, most likely. Maybe they won't discard it. They actually, yeah, they're going to discard it. I was going to say, maybe they don't discard it and they play Delinquent. That'd be bad for us. So put down Bunnelby. We'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. So Assault Vest, another Max Potion. Alright, so Max Potion, heal that guy again. We'll Fire Energy the active. We'll go for Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck again. Oh my goodness. So in, hit an Ultra Ball. So 2 ins are in discard pile. On my opponent's turn, they have 6 cards left in their deck. I'm being so mean right now. I apologize for this, guys. This is not nice. So another Iron Crush for 120, and now it's just kind of a back and forth kind of war. Do we top deck a Puzzle of Time? That would be fantastic. But we get a Trainers Mail. Come on, Puzzle of Time, man! Alright, so what I'm going to do is grab a VS Seeker, and I'm going to go for another Team Rocket's Handiwork. I think that's the best play. So VS Seeker for Team Rocket's Handiwork. Okay. We'll play it, and let's see. Can we flip double heads? Heads! And it tells, alright, so discard 2 Mega Scissors or Giovanni's Game. We'll go for Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck, putting them down to 12 already. Oh my goodness, that is not good for my opponent. So they're going to draw a card, have 11 cards left in their deck. We'll probably send a Houndoom, hopefully top deck a Puzzle of Time to get back 2 Fire Energies, which would be fantastic. So take a knockout, put them on 4 prize cards, okay? Alright, so going on 4, we'll send a Houndoom. On to our turn. Let's see what's going to happen. What do we find? We get a Assault Vest, so I guess, Assault Vest doesn't really matter. What is Ultra Ball? Discard double Assault Vest. We'll grab a Houndoom just so we can discard it. Okay, there's 1 Max Potion, 3 Puzzle Times. Okay, 3 Crushing Hammer, and 1 Fire Energy left. Oh my goodness. Alright, so grab Houndoom. We'll put that guy down. And we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Okay. There's Puzzle Time. Okay, alright. Trainers Mail. Oh no, actually just gonna pass right now. I'm just gonna pass onto my opponent's turn, okay? There are 10 cards left. What we might have to do is just like slowly win this game. So 10 cards left. Metal gonna Scissor, okay? You have a Lysandre? Man, I really want a Lysandre. Because we can Lysandre Garb, and I'm pretty sure we'll be stuck in the axe spot. I think that would be the case. I guess 2 Flowstones in play right now. I don't know if he has third one. There's an Iron Crush for 120 damage, okay? We have double, like, Trainers Mail. If we don't hit the other puzzle, I'll be kind of upset. So on our turn, we get a Lysandre. Oh, my goodness. So we'll Trainers Mail. We'll grab a Crushing Hammer just so we can play it. We will Trainers Mail again. Alright, so we'll grab a Delinquent just to have it in our hand. Alright, we're gonna Lysandre rank up that Garbodor. Crushing Hammer, try to discard a energy off this guy. So, Tails, okay, and we'll just pass on to my opponent's turn. Okay, so pass. And do they have another Flowstone or not is my question. Now, if they don't, that has 3 energy on this Garbodor. Alright, do they have another switch? I mean, they haven't played a switch yet, so they might have a switch in their hand. There's an Escape Rope, okay, so with Escape Rope, we're going to send the Houndoom. They might have a VS Seeker. They played 2 so far to Lysandre. I imagine they want to hold their VS Seekers for what is it? They want to hold their VS Seekers for in. No, they're going to VS Seeker for Lysandre. Bring up this Houndoom. Take a knockout, okay? So they're going to be aggressive right now. Going down to 2 price cards. And I think what I'm going to do is send up a Bunnelby. And, yeah, just do it that way. So 120 damage, okay? Going down to 2 price cards. Alright, so set up Bunnelby. I think it's the best play right now. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Max Potion, so VS Seeker. For a Team Rocket's Handiwork. Let's see, how many, can we discard 4? That would be amazing. So, Tails, and it's a, oh no, double Tails, the dreaded double Tails. Alright, so we're gonna Burrow, discard top card of my opponent's deck. We'll Burrow again, discard top card of my opponent's deck. Okay, so put it down to 6, 7, okay. Okay, there's a Flowstone right there. Alright, so we hit a Lysandre, we might be able to win this game, guys. Alright, so we hit a Lysandre, bring out the Garbodor, might be stuck in the axe spot. Down my opponent plays another switching card. Alright, so they did play 1 Escape Rope. 3 VS Seekers are in the discard pile. We do have a puzzle type. We have 2 puzzle types somewhere, but can we find them or not is my question. We do have the Shaymin discarded already, okay. And, do we see an Iron Crush in here? My opponent's probably thinking, do I end right now? Like, he's probably like, do I end? If I, what do I do? Do I end? Do I end down to 2? Alright, so let's see, what does our opponent do here? And do they have another switch card or not? That's my question. So does it end? We'll get 6 new cards, okay? Hopefully we find a VS Seeker or double puzzle to bring up that Garbodor and start using Melting Horn. Okay, so let's see what 6 cards we get. There's double, there's double puzzle. Yes, guys, that is fantastic. So they're going to Iron Crusher for the knockout, going down to 1 prize card. And the big question right now, does my opponent play another way to switch this Garbodor? So going down to 1, we'll set up Houndoom. It's time to party, guys. Let's see, will this work? So on our turn, we get a Crushing Hammer, so a double puzzle. We'll put 2 cards in Energist card pile into our hand. We'll grab a Lysandre. Lysandre and a Fire Energy. Alright, so grab those 2. We will Lysandre, bring up Garbodor. Play Crushing Hammer number 1. Tails, Crushing Hammer number 2. Tails, alright, so Fire Energy deactivate, it will go for Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. Alright, guys, so there's 1 and 2. VS Seeker and a Trainers Mail, so they have no more VS Seekers left, so they cannot Lysandre, or they might have another Lysandre, I don't know. Alright, they might have another Lysandre. They've only played 1 so far. They've played 3 in, okay. And the big question now is, do they have a 4th Flowstone or another switching card? Let's find out, guys. That's the big mystery right now. And do we win this game or not? Like, my opponent should not have put down this Garbodor. Like, why do you put down Garbodor? It is not useful at all. Oh, but we are punishing them. Man, I can't believe we had double Tails on that Crushing Hammer. That would have been amazing. Discard energies off the Scissor, make a Scissor that cannot attack next turn. There's a Metallurgy going to the active. We have Team Flare Gun, which is a great card for us. So a Team Flare Gun, discard that Metallurgy. Alright, and we'll go for a Melting Horn, discard top 2 cards of my opponent's deck. Let's see, what are they? A Special and a Parallel City. Opponent has 8 cards left in the deck, okay? They haven't given up yet, so they must have a way to switch out this Garbodor. So pass on to our turn. We get an Ultra Ball, okay. So we're going to Melting Horn again. Remember, my opponent does not have any way to play. I mean, they might have another Lysandre. So, Metal Engineer Trainers Mail. My opponent has 5 cards left. Okay, and can they find a way to switch out this Garbodor? They have not given up. A pass. Oh, to our turn, we get a Puzzle Time, which is pretty much useless. So we'll play Puzzle Time, rearrange top 2 cards of our deck. We'll grab a Max Potion, put that back onto the top of our deck, and rearrange those 3 cards. Just in case my opponent does reach this Garbodor, we can Lysandre back up. So let's melt it. Ooh, if they have a. Ooh, wait, hold on. Ooh, if they have another escape rope, they can win this game automatically. That'd be terrible. So, Melting Horn, discard 2 cards of their deck. There's a, okay, so 2 cards left, guys. Moment of truth. Does the opponent have another escape rope? If they do, they get escape rope, bring out the Bunnelby, and win that way. Maybe we shouldn't have benched the other Bunnelby. There's an end, so we'll go down to, they'll go down 1 card. Alright, so 6 cards left for opponent's hand, okay. So, there's a Assault Vest, Delinquent. Alright, so a pass onto our turn. We get an Ultra Ball. So we're going to via Seeker for a Team Rocket's Handiwork. Let's see what can we find with this, guys. Come on, Team Rocket's Handiwork. And eventually, coming up opponent realized they cannot win this game, most likely. We had Team Rocket's Handiwork. If we flip double heads, oh man, if we flip double heads again and then Melting Horn, we would have won the game. No, why did our opponent concede the game? Let's look. Can we see our opponent's deck? Let's see it real quick. So 1 escape rope and 3 flow stones. Yeah, they had no way to retreat their Pokemon. It would have been stuck forever. We would have won that game. And there, guys, that was a close game. My opponent played it right. They were really, like, conservative. Just waited out and then finally started attacking. Like, that's what you're supposed to do when you play against Houndoom. But it's still not enough. Like I said, not being able to one-shot our Houndooms is the biggest downfall with that deck. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching the episode of Main Deck Monday. Hopefully, everybody had a great time at Orlando Regionals. But have a great... I already said a great day. But, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I cannot talk right now. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, even though I can't talk right now. Oh, I'm just out of it, guys, I guess. But have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.
Alright, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.